Acts 5 and 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men. That being said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to apostles of great millstone who rule well. Special salutations to the hope for your leg by Yavdawadah, the house of David, into the confusion that faces scattered across the four corners of the globe. Shalom. Hey, with this video, just want to do a quick little video. You see the title within itself. It explains itself what this is about. This man's agenda is to really pollute men. This man's agenda is to pollute the children. This man's agenda is to make you be on the wrong side of the Most High. Now, if for you people that don't believe in the Most High, that say that the Lord does not exist, why is this man going so hard to go against the words or the laws and the statutes and commandments that the Most High have set up? Why is that inside of his agenda? Why is that in his daily plans? It's because this man is set up to be a detrimental destruction being in society. And you get mad when we call this man the devil. Let me get a precept. This is Psalms 14 and 1. The fool that have said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. All right. All right. That's a fool for you to say that there's no God. God is defined in everything you see. Woods, Palo Santo woods that burn fragrances. The trees, rain, the ocean, the air, your heartbeat, the immune system, the ecosystem, the animals, the way they fertilize the land. That's what's going to condemn you guys. Because you see this man's agenda of pushing forth homosexual activities among the youth in order to corrupt them, to have them grow up and aid them into being corrupted. And that's what this damn devil does. This is a wicked place. America is the wickedest place that has ever been in rulership. And this is why the Lord is going to destroy it. And you people think that, we out here, we mad at the world and relax and love everybody. No, the Most High God does not love everybody. The Most High Yahweh does not love everybody. The Most High's Son, Yahweh Shai, who you ignorantly call Jesus, does not love everybody. And where is the black church? Where are you, where's the Christians? Why are you not on the front stream coming at this man's agenda? Where are you guys? Yeah, Dr. King, right? He was a little sellout. He did the things that he did. But he was on the front stream going against the politicals. He had a horrible nightmare. But he did certain things. He set up certain things to help so-called black folks. Where are you modern day black pastors at on the front lines fighting against the powers that be? Yahweh Shah, who you ignorantly call Jesus, was on the front lines. The leaders are not here. The only true leaders that are back is from the apostles of Great Millstone and their elders and on down. We're here and we're the prophets. We're the prophets that warn you and let you know that this place is going to be destroyed by way of thermonuclear missile. Thus save the Bible. Let me get this precept. Acts 5 and 30. I begin with this because it says, our God, the God of our fathers, raised up Yahushai, whom ye slew and hang on the tree. But verse 29, then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men. Because why? They didn't, let's read above. Verse 28. This was the agendas that they were pushing. This is Acts 5 and 27. And when they had brought them, they set them before the council and the high priest, and asked them, saying, did we not straitly command you that ye should not teach in this name? And what name was that? Because the name of Jesus was not invented. The letter J was not invented until the 1600s. So what name were they speaking on? Yahushai, right? His Hebrew name, his only name. And behold, ye have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine, and intend to bring this man's blood upon us. Verse 29, then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men. And that's what we're here to do. That's why we're not going to follow no agendas. We're going to go against the grain, and we're going to stand for righteousness. Let's go into the word obey. Let's see what it says. Obey a ruler superior. Who's that superior? The Most High. It says hearken unto. Obey a magistrate. To be persuaded by a ruler. To submit to authority. So pretty much, obey. To be obedient. To be obedient. To hearken to one's advice on something. And so what advice did the Most High give us on this agenda that they push? What advice? Let's establish the law so you guys can see it and be condemned in your minds. Leviticus 20, verse 13, if a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. So the Lord said that no man should be lying with another man, all right? They're going to be put to death. That is an abomination. The Most High is not with that, okay? And this is what you call a sin, breaking the laws. Let's get that. We got to get everything. This is This is 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. So we just read out of the law that a man shall not lie down with another man. That's an abomination. Now sin is the transgression of the law, right? You know what? You guys should read that along as well. Whosoever committeth sin, 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. All right? So you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans shouldn't be following after this path or this agenda that Esau is pushing. Esau is the so-called Caucasian race, and history and their actions show you that they're the most wicked race on the planet, on the face of this planet. You know, and I'm gonna play a couple of videos real quick to show you that their agenda, and just read these articles to show you this man's mindset. You know, nobody else is talking about this man on a biblical standpoint, being able to bring out the scriptures and apply it to his modern day actions. What doctrine is doing that? You know, what book is doing that? No one. So if sin is a transgression of the law, what's the punishment for it? Romans 6 and 23, for the wages of sin is death, but the gift of the Most High is eternal life through Yahushua Mashiach, our Lord, who he came to die for, the nation of Israel. Okay? Let's just establish these foundational scriptures so we can understand why the Lord is going to bring judgment upon this place and upon our people that engage in these activities. So wages, a soldier's pay, allowance, money which is paid, wages, hire or pay of sin. Let's go to the scripture index. Let's go exactly what we're looking for. Romans 6 and 23. We go to Romans 6 and 3. Romans 6 and 23. Down here in the bottom, it says the hire that sin pays. Okay? That's the wages, which is death. So the Lord is looking to what? Huh? The Lord is looking to what? The Lord is looking for blood. The Lord is looking for blood. Death. That's what's gonna come to you people for engaging in what? In these activities. You know? The Most High is not with none of that. He's not with those activities. All right, let's get some more precepts real quick. Let's see what happens. Cause you might that's the Old Testament. That's the Old Testament, man. Come on. No, we follow the whole book, okay? And this is why you damn Christians, when these guys do these homosexual activities and they start polluting your school, how you going to say that the whole law is not, how you going to say the Old Testament doesn't apply today, but then you're going to get mad at these hypocrites? They're going to just use that. Like, hold on, man, you can't judge me. That's the Old Testament. I'm under grace. No. Matthew 13 and 54. Then 52. Then said he unto them, therefore every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven. What's the scribe? What's the scribe? These knowledge, these books, these scribes, these scrolls, which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven. Okay, these are instructions that was given unto us. Is like unto a man that is in a household which bringeth forth out of his treasure things old and new. Things old and new. So yes, the Old Testament is as much relevant as the New Testament. So we cannot say that. Yahushua said what? He didn't come to destroy the law, but to fulfill. We have to establish these. All right. Because a lot of you like to play games with your head. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you people like to play games, but you're going to get condemned. Let's establish these scriptures, man. Matthew 5 and I believe 17. Think not that I have come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Okay? So the law is not done away with. The Most High did not come to destroy the law. Scriptures tell you, seek, things of old. These churches, they lying unto you guys. Most High hates sinners. Most High hates sinners. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 6. It says, "For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment." So great judgment is coming to this place, and great judgment is coming to these people that want to engage in these activities. All right, the Most High hate sinners. Okay? Get another precept. Right, the Most High say hate sinners. And jump down to verse 10. It says, "Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." All right, this is what this dude does. Pushes forth wicked agendas. That's all he knows is wicked agendas. And this is one article right here. But we're going to get that real quick. Let me just get tab open here. Let's see what etymology of obey says, because that's what we started with. Obedient in the direction of hear, okay? Obey, carry out the commands of someone, submit, and command, rule, be ruled by, obedient. All right, pay attention here, listen. All right, these are what we're supposed to do. Forget about what the other nations were. We was the ones given the law, statutes, and commandments, and we have to uphold it. Do not watch the other heathens, and this is what we have always done in history. And this is why we're in the positions that we're in now. But guess what? The Most High brought back his elect to uphold the law, because the rest of you niggas is cooned out. This man's look up agenda, because that's what he has. He has an agenda. Originally theological, matters of practice. That's opposite. Things to be believed, matters of faith. Things to be done. To drive, draw forth. So he has an agenda in order to push out things that should be practiced. That's this man's agenda. Now let's check out this article. It says, man, 6th grade student 11 reads from a pornographic LGBT book he found in school library during school board meeting and reveals librarian asks if he wanted a graphic version. You see this shit? That's off. That's completely off. No matter what race of people is being pushed on, it's not godly. And the Most High is going to destroy this place for that, because guess what? Sodom and Gomorrah was a bunch of Hamites, and the Most High destroyed them for that. Okay? That is completely off. Why are you putting this in the school? Why are you putting this around the children? Why is this something that needs to be taught in school? How is this productive in any way? When you know this Bible that you swear upon is totally against it. An 11-year-old boy reads a passage describing a sex scene in the school's board. He told those attending the meeting that he got the book from the school's library. The book Nick and Charlie is for those 13 and up and about a teen's relationship. The 11-year-old boy made a statement in the school board meeting in Maine by reading a explicit book he said he took from the middle school library. So this man has a whole agenda. You know? Let's listen to this.
Your whiteboarding app is boxing you in. Step beyond the ideation phase with Lucid. The only...
Hi, my name's Knox Zajac. I'm 11 years old and I go to Linden Middle School. I'm a 6th grader. I was in the library and this book was on a stand. I'd like to read you a page. My back over my hips as I asked if we should take our clothes off. And he's saying yes before I finish my sentence. He's pulling off my t-shirt, laughing when I can't undo his shirt buttons. He's undoing my belt. I'm reaching into his bedside drawer for a condom. We're kissing. Again, we're rolling over. Obviously, you can see where this is going. I don't know if it's because we're feeling especially emotional or just tired, or these past couple of weeks have been too much. But this reminds me so much of the first time we had sex. We were both terrified, and the whole thing was kind of terrible because we didn't know what we were doing. But it was good too, so good, because we were a mess of emotions, and we were scared and excited, and everything felt new. So this sort of feels like that. Nick touches me like he's scared at any minute. Now, this book was at my middle school, and it was on a stand. When I rented it out to show my dad it, the librarian asked if I wanted more and if I wanted a graphic novel version.
That's wicked. They clapping their hands, but that is wicked.
Fair, freckled, or melanated. We are
that is off. The book going into details about two boys, whatever it is, having sex in an 11-year-old school. It don't matter what school it is. It could have been in a damn nursing home. It's wicked. It's against the scriptures. Okay? So I'll put the article in the description. You guys can read it. But this is the book right here. This is the best-selling author, Hurt Stopper. This is off. Let's listen to the father. Nick and Charlie by best-selling 28-year-old British author Alice Oseman tells the story of a high school relationship. And this was approved by the board to put this in the school. You got to be very careful, man, when they're teaching your children.
That kid's father.
Okay, good. I was asking for you.
Yeah, I'll take another 3 minutes. So that's my son.
Okay.
11 years old, and went to his library and found that by the entry door of our library, this is the smut that he is finding, all right? I don't care whether it's gay, straight, bisexual, whatever the terms are for all this stuff, doesn't need to be at our school. Doesn't need to be at my 11-year-old's library. And then, as far as genderqueer, I've got a son in the high school as well. And this is bull. We know it, all right? We do not need to be having literature that's showing boys how to suck. All right? I'm very, very frustrated about it, okay? And you may think that schools know the best for our children. You know who know the best for our children? The parents.
Fair, freckled, or melanated, we are appreciated. Ultra hydrated, glazed, and glowing, confidence overflowing. New
And as he should be pissed off, you know? But this is what this man does. It says, Osman has published a number of teen books and graphic novels that explore LGBT themes. So why is this approved in order to go into a so-called in God we trust society, God-fearing country? It's because of the rulers, the powers that be. Esau, these devils, they're ruling. And when they rule, there's nothing that can happen but evilness. Let me get something. Nothing that can happen with these men ruling, but more wickedness and more evilness. And you guys want to defend this man. This is 1 Maccabees 1:7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. This is Alexander the Great, right? Alexander the Great, another Caucasian that hid under the terms of being a Greek. Verse 8, and his servants bear rule, every one in his place. And we know America follows after Greek customs. All right, then you got these new fraternities that's out there in these colleges. They do all manner of wickedness. You got them following the Roman Empire, and then they follow also Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah. America is one big melting pot of different philosophies, different witchcraft, different kingdoms, agendas. So Alexander, he reigned, verse 9, verse 8, and his servants bear rule, every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth. We're reading it. Evils were multiplied when this race of people are ruling. This is why you see this agenda that you see going on now. Right? And guess what? It's starting to affect at least somewhat of the Edomites that have some sense in their head that this is wrong. You know, hey, most of them might be Jakes. A lot of them don't see anything wrong with this, especially the women. The women big up this agenda, and they don't see anything wrong with it. That is totally off, man. But you can't put the scriptures in the library. You can't put the Bible in the library. In a public library, right? I mean, in the school, right? This is Proverbs 4:13. Take fast hold of instruction. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life. This is why we started off where we obey the Most High rather than men, because men are corrupt. Especially the Edomite man. These Caucasians, they are corrupted. Verse 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. This is evil what you're doing. It's wicked, it's evil. Thus saith the Bible. Right? Verse 15. Avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it. And pass away. Verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. Who fits this narrative? Who fits this agenda? Who's out there polluting the people, promoting to eat all type of abominable foods? Who's doing that? Who's out there promoting a man that changes gender? Who's out there saying that we're not going to put a male, we're not going to identify the children as being born as male or female when they're a young child? Who's doing these things? It is the wicked. These devils. And this is the place that you guys want to stay in. This is why you don't want to turn back to the Most High. Yahweh, the Lord is too strict. The Lord is too strict. All these laws. Why? Because you want to exercise your lust for another man. That's totally off. So we know their agenda, that they're not going to sleep unless they cause something to fall. Verse 17, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. And that's Esau for you. They eat the bread of wickedness. Alright? It's like a meal unto them when they wake up in the morning. How I'm going to cause dudes to go off. Alright, we got some new young kids coming into this school. How I'm going to push forth them to push forth my agenda in order to raise up more demon childs. Verse 18, but the path of the just is as the shining light that shine more and more unto the perfect day. And this is the path of the just, the elect, that's shining, that's striving for greatness. And is only going to be upholding the law. Verse 19, and the way of the wicked is as darkness, they know not at what they stumble. Alright? So they all blind men walking, don't know what they stumbling at. Alright? And you guys get mad at us when we call these guys the wicked, and we tell you that the Lord is going to destroy them. Salvation, they cannot repent. They won't repent. They refuse to. They don't think about the Most High. He's not all in their thoughts. You know? At all. They don't think about the Most High at all. This is Sirach 12 and 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. This man is not even satisfied with killing you already. This man is killing you, shooting you down on the street, injustice. He's not paying you the fair wages that you can't do. There's mass incarceration going on, gentrification in your neighborhood, bad food, all type of diseases and rodents is put in your community specifically, all right? And then he's shooting you and chopping you down, and he's not satisfied with that. Now he has to corrupt your soul. He has to cause you to go against the grain, and so that the Most High can come and destroy you. This is what his agenda is. And this is who is this enemy? Who's this enemy that's coming against the children of Israel? You can't say it's the people over there in Israel, because they're the ones that's part of the agenda. And where do you see what enemy is coming for them? Where do you see that being pushed and shoved in their face? Why are they not sighing and crying? The children of Israel is out here sighing and crying to the Most High for the actions that's being done to them by our enemies. And these are in the scriptures. You know? These are in the scriptures. This is Psalms 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares. Privately, they say, who shall see me? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. These are the people that Kanye was complaining about. The elites. They sit out there. They encourage themselves in evil matters. Or let me put these books here. Let me put this agenda over here. Let me put this agenda over there. Let me cause the children to fall. I'm going to show you a video with them actually singing about this and pride. Like, yeah, we're going to corrupt your kids. We're going to convert your kids. And you guys want to say the Bible is brainwashing. No, you guys been brain dirted and brain polluted to the society and to this man's agenda. The Bible is brainwashing because it's washing you from all the filth and all the lies that you've been taught and that you learned in this place. You know? I'm going to get that next article real quick. This I find very hilarious. Sex education is suspended in an ISL of men school after drag queen guest speaker tells 11-year-old there are 73 genders that made a child who said there are only 2 leave. Then this child was corrected and correcting this damn cupcake. An independent review has been launched into Queen Elizabeth School. The review comes after parents raised concerns about sex education lessons. A school has suspended its sex education curriculum which is good, after a drag queen guest reportedly told pupils there were 73 agendas and made a child who argued that there are only 2 leave the classroom. An independent review has been launched into Queen Elizabeth II High School. Right, it says 7 children were left. 7 children were left traumatized after being taught about sex change operations and sexual acts. Oh, that's a diligent search right there. That's laying evil snares. The review of the school's personal, social, health, and economic curriculum, led by the island's government, comes after parents raised concerns about lessons, particularly the graphic, disproportionate, indecent presentation of sexual acts and gender identities being taught to their children. The Telegraph reports it includes a drag queen teaching the children, some of whom were young as 11, that there are 73 genders. And look how they're attacking you as 11, because 11, 12, puberty is when you become a man, right? So they need to attack you there. And they attack you even younger. When the pupils said there are only 2, the drag queen made the child leave the classroom. The children were also taught about oral and anal sex, while other groups were informed about sex change operations and how skin grafts can be used in artificial penis. This is sickening, man. One teacher is also said to have taught pupils in year 7 and 8 how to masturbate. This is off. So that kid was rightfully so in correcting that damn wicked ass nigga, man. But that was off. That was totally off. And he got kicked out the class for it. But this is their agenda. We're going to show you their agenda. We got to expose these devils, man. And what they're doing. Let me get a precept real quick. Because what that child did was righteous, letting them know the truth. Hell no, there's only two agendas. This is Sirach 42:8. Be not ashamed to inform the unwise and foolish, which is this damn drag king is unwise and foolish. And the extreme age, because he's older than his 11-year-old, that have more sense than him, that contended with those that are young. Thus shalt thou be truly learned and approved of all men living. So this child had more sense than this damn beast. Had way more sense. Let me see if I can find a video real quick, because this video was also crazy. And the child also corrected this lady.
Are you a rich man?
Let's see if I can find this video to show you guys the agenda. And also another child correcting this damn, it's gonna show you what's going on. Let's show you this.
Is my friend Nash. And the friend likes to ask the question, are you a boy or a girl? And Nash answers, I'm just a kid.
But kids can be boys or
They can be boys or girls. Yeah.
Or maybe non-binary.
Yeah, just like me. So Nash, just like me, is non-binary. So they aren't sure if they're a boy or a girl. So when people ask them, are you a boy or a girl? Right now they just feel like saying, I'm a kid. Is my friend Nash. And the friend likes to ask the question, are you a boy or a girl?
See that?
And Nash
That's the
answers,
agenda.
I'm just a kid.
Even the kid has some sense to be like, well, kids can be boys and girls though. What do you mean I'm just a kid? Even that kid has some sense. It's a little kid. It just came from the spirit world. He understands. But look at this damn lady. Yeah, but I mean, I ain't married. Just like me. No, you a woman. You are identified by your damn your vagina. And the man, he has a penis. He's a male. And this is in the law. This is in the law. This place is gone, and you guys want to uphold this. This is not it, man. This is not it. This is an uncurrent agenda to pollute the people and the minds of the people, man. And this is why the Lord going to destroy this place, man. This is Genesis 6 and 5, and I'm going to show you. And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great on the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. See? And the Lord seen that. The Most High was like, these niggas is off. Verse 6, and it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. Verse 7, and the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creepy thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. Alright? Because the Lord left the remnant. Okay? It says verse 8, but Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh. Okay? Verse 9, these are the generations of Noah. These are the generations of Noah. Noah, a just man and perfect in his generation, And Noah walked with the Most High. Verse 10, and Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. All right, we come from Shem. This is why you seeing Kanye's talking about, hey, I can't be anti-Semitic. Kyrie, like, I can't be anti-Semitic because we come from Shem. Who also comes from Shem? Esau. All right, but he was the wicked. He has been given that spirit of wickedness. Ham, Ham goes back to like the Sudanese, the Ethiopians, okay, Liberians. All right, those are the Hamites. And then you got Japheth. Japheth has been already broken down and scattered. You know, those were the Etruscans. You know, those were those like those that's around in Hawaii. You know, their empire got destroyed, and Esau came in and he stole their Greek empire, their Roman empire, their Roman ways, and and then he called himself a Greek, but he wasn't the original Greek, okay? Because if you see Japheth, he had a son named Javan, and one of the and Javan had in the area where Greece was. So, just to read and show you how this place is done, it was off. Verse 11: the earth also was corrupted before the Most High. The earth was filled with violence. Verse 12, and the Most High looked upon the earth. Behold, it was corrupted, for all flesh have corrupted his way upon the earth. Verse 13, and the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. And this is where the Most High had Noah create the ark, and he destroyed this place by way of what? Water, right? It has never rained before, and then people did not believe it, and they were marrying and drinking, and guess what? The flood came and it destroyed this place because of the hitterous acts that these guys were doing on the face of the earth. You know, that article in itself and these videos that I'm showing you, it shows you that these people's agenda is all to corrupt and destroy. All right, this is 1 Peter 3:5. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts. All right, verse 4, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. Yeah, Dr. Warren Johnson, you want to talk about, you don't want to follow anything that's telling you that something that's outside of here got to come and save us, and when we're here, you don't got no power. Shut up. You don't got no power. You just talking. You don't got no military. You got to take this man out. This man has to be taken out with the sword. This man has to be taken out by blood. You're not going to talk this man out and throw him in the white flag, because he's detrimental. He's wicked. He's been at war his whole existence. So he's going to push forth his agenda. He's going to puff up his chest and say, if you want smoke, come get smoke. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pollute the kids. I'm going to do gentrification. I'm going to give you bad school. All right, because you are the children of Israel. And guess what? Pan-Africanism is not going to save your ass neither. You've been pushing this Africa, Africa, Africa. They don't give a damn about you. Okay? Verse 5, for this they willingly are ignorant, that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water. Right? Talking about the water within the firmament, right? Of the heavens. 6, whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished. Just like we read in Genesis 6 chapter. This is where Noah built the ark. Right? Verse 7. But the heavens and earth, which are now by the same word, are kept and stored, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So this place now is preserved for fire. What is going to be that fire? All right, the Lord did bring down fire and brimstone on Sodom and Gomorrah, but what is the big topic now? Nuclear war. That's why we're in World War III. All right, that's why these wars are outbursts of wars, and that's why the beef is climbing up to the roof, and everybody has nuclear missiles. That's what's gonna happen. War. You know? Slack, yeah. All right. Yeah, let me get another clip real quick, man. You know, these damn devils. Look at this.
As we celebrate Pride and the progress we've made over these past years, there's still work to be done. So to those of you out there who are still working against equal rights, we have a message for you.
You think we're sinful? You fight against our rights. You say we all lead lives you can't respect. But you're just frightened. You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked. Funny, just this once, you're correct. We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. You can keep them from disco, warn about San Francisco, make him wear pleated pants, we don't care. We'll convert your children, we'll make them tolerant and fair.
At first I didn't get why you'd be so scared of us turning your children into accepting, caring people, but...
See, that's in their agenda. They're letting you know we're here for your children. They don't care. This is Isaiah 3 and 9. The show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their souls, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. So this is what we're letting you know, that they're the wicked, that they're the devils, that the Most High is not dealing with them, that the Most High is going to destroy them. They're going to pay for the things that they have done. But you guys, you coons, you Christians, and the rest of you guys in the world want to save this race of people.
I see now why you'd have a problem with that.
Just like you worried, they'll change their group of friends. You won't approve of where they go at night to protests. Oh, and you'll be disgusted when they start finding things online that you've kept far from their sight.
Like information.
Guess what? You'll still be alright. We'll convert your children, yes we will.
Reaching one and all, there's really no escaping it.
'Cause even grandma likes RuPaul.
And the world's getting kinder.
Gen Z's gayer than Grindr.
And you see how it says, they see how they're saying that you're going to be mad because you're going to see them, they're going to see them in your school. I mean, you know, they're going to see things online. They're going to see, be exposed to all this wickedness and this agenda, right? And they say you're going to be mad, but you got to train your child up right. You got to establish your child with the law. You got to put the fear of God inside your child. You know, this is Psalms 97 and 9. It says, "For thou, Lord Yahweh, art high above all the earth, and art exalted above all gods." All right. You got to exalt the Most High, and you have to know who the Most High is in order to exalt him. Verse 10, "You that love the Lord, Yahweh, hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked." And this is why you don't have to be afraid in this society, because, you know, of this man's agenda, as long as you raising up your child in a righteous manner, you know. You're raising up your child in a righteous manner, you don't have to be afraid, you know. You know, just continue to, you know, put the fear of God, you know, on your child, and, you know, pray to the Most High that those snares that this man has put out don't get your child in this society, man. I always say, you know, one of the brothers, man, his child, you know, it motivated me where, you know, I was like, I don't want no child because I see how corrupted it is in this world. But I said, you know what? It's possible. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, you can raise up your child through the laws and through the principles of the Most High. Because that, I'm telling you, man, that young man, that young kid is spiritual, great in reading, you know, beautiful concepts, you know, and is not, you know, and through the Holy Spirit, not getting corrupted in this world, you know, and it's beautiful. Yeah.
Love, learn to vogue, face your fate. We'll convert your children. Someone's gotta teach them not to hate. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We're coming for them. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We're coming for them. We're coming for them. Your children will care about fairness and justice for others. Your children.
It's a bunch of sickening pedophiles letting you know they're coming for your children. This is off. That is completely off.
Children will work to convert all their sisters and brothers. Then soon we're almost certain your kids will start converting you. The gay agenda is coming home. The gay agenda is here. But you don't have to
It's letting you know their agenda, and they throw it in your face. But it's the same spirit of Cain. Why? Because we are the righteous and they're the wicked. This is 1 John 3 and 12. It says, not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him? Why did he slew his brother? Because of his own works were evil, and his brothers righteous. We come from Abel. We have that righteous spirit that Abel had. Cain had the wicked spirit on him, and that was passed on to Esau. Okay?
You don't have to worry, because there's nothing wrong with standing by our side. Get on board and hurry, because the world always needs a bit more pride. No, you don't have to worry, because there's nothing wrong with standing by our side. Get on board and hurry, because the world always needs a bit more pride. Come on, try a little pride. We'll convert your children, then we'll turn to you. Giving up the fear inside is freeing like you never knew. Go and see San Francisco. Go and turn up that disco. You'll forget you were ever upset. We'll convert your children and make an ally of you yet. We'll make an ally of you yet. We'll make an ally of you yet.
Off. That's off. And then they gonna take the colors of the rainbow, was meant when the Most High destroyed the flood. He put a bow in the sky as a reminder that he would never flood this place again. But they want to take that and pervert it, you know. Let me get Luke 17 and 22. And he said unto his disciples, the days will come when ye shall desire to see one of those days of the Son of Man, and ye shall not see it. Verse 23, and they shall say unto you, see here, or see there, go not after them, nor follow them. Verse 24, for as the lightning that lighteth out of the one part under heaven shineth unto another part under heaven, so shall the Son of Man be in his day. And when the Most High come, he's not coming as a man. When Yahweh shall come, he's not coming as a man who you ignorantly call Jesus. He's coming to destroy. Verse 25, but first must he suffer many things and be rejected of this generation. And you guys reject Yahweh Shah. You guys swear you love Jesus, but you reject his teachings, you reject his prophets, you reject his message, and you reject them in your actions, right? Verse 26, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. Verse 27, they did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given into marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. And the flood is going to be the flood of missiles, where everyone's going to be going about their daily activities, all normalcy, and thinking everything is cool, just converting and just being polluted more and more. And guess what? It's going to rain down missiles on you. Verse 28, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they brought, they sold, they planted, they builded. Verse 29, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. All right? What was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah? You had heavy activities of homosexual activities in there. Orgies, bestiality, parties. You had numerous hindrance acts, hindrance acts that the Lord, said not to do. And the Most High destroyed that society for it. And you think the Lord is going to... The Lord is not a respect of persons. America follows that same agenda. You see it. Oh, gay agenda. We're going to convert your children. They're trying to pollute the youth so the youth can grow up and then still pollute. They're trying to pass this down. It says, verse 30, even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. All right? So when the Most High is revealed, when the Lord comes back, the Most High is going to, destroy this wicked society for their agenda, Let me see. There's another video I was seeing. Look at this.
Wow, here we are trying to figure out what a woman is. It's such a strange time to be alive. So on social media, if you haven't seen today, there is a video kind of going viral. There is this alleged woman that is masturbating in a women's bathroom. So let me clarify. Sorry. This woman has a penis, and she is stroking it in a woman's bathroom. And there's a woman here. If you haven't seen it, guys, it's on Twitter. There's a woman here washing her hands. So if you can make sense of this for me, would you be okay with this? Would you be okay with a man dressed as a woman masturbating in the mirror at in a bathroom, in a women's bathroom, and call that man a woman? Because this is where we are right now. We as people are starting to recognize you are falling for a ploy within political correctness, and we are urging you to stand for truth. Because if you don't, my children, our children, are subject to your failure.
You see the agenda. Look at it. Look what's going on. Look what's going on. They out here. This is an agenda. This is not normal, guys. Wake up. Wake up. Stop being ignorant.
Wow, here we are trying to figure out what a woman is. It's such a strange time to be alive.
That's not normal. Let's look at this one.
When someone messages me and says, you have to accept Jesus' love or you will burn in hell, because I love Jesus. I love any man who can get nailed for 3 days straight and come back for more.
Disrespectful.
When someone messages me and says, you have to accept Jesus' love or you will burn in hell, because I love Jesus. I love any man who can get nailed for 3 days straight and come back for more. Got a question? When someone messages me and says, you have to accept Jesus.
And it's crazy how they think that's hilarious and funny, but, and this is the people that you're saying that that's supposed to be saved. This is the people that you're saying that the Most High loves, no matter what. The Most High don't care about this sin. We just read to you the Most High hates sinners. But, these guys are just wicked. They're children of iniquity, and they're going to get destroyed for their acts. But let's see what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. You had Genesis 19:1, and there came 2 angels to Sodom at evening, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lot seeing them rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face towards the ground. Verse 2. And he said, Behold, now my lords, turn in, I pray you, unto your servants' house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and you shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, Nay, but we will abide in the streets all night. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him, and entered into the house. And he made them a feast, and did break unleavened bread, and they did eat. So, these men, these angels is here, and Lot is showing them great hospitality, right? Let's see what happens. Verse 4. And behold, they lay down, and men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compressed the house round about, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. This is what they did. The men of Sodom. Verse 5. And they called unto Lot, and said unto him, Where are the men which came to thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. You know what it means to know them. They want to have sex with these angels that done came down. That's how wicked that spirit is on them. It's the same spirit that's onto Esau. You see the video? Oh, I love a man that could nail 3 days and come back for more. This is the same energy, same spirit. Verse 7. And said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. No, verse 6. And Lot went out at the door unto them, and shut the door after him. And he said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Verse 8. Behold, now I have 2 daughters which have not known them. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as it is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do not, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. Now some may say, oh wow, he wanted to give his daughters unto those men. Yes, that was righteous. All right, because he's pushing forth for them to be men. Deal with women as you should. Don't try to deal with men, and you trying to deal with the angels. That's completely off spirit. Verse 9. And they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs to be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them. And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the doors. These dudes is trying to break the door, like, yo, listen, we're going to get you in them now. Fleet Johnson spirit. Verse 10. And the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them, and shut the door. Verse 11. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. So see, the angels is the ones are executing those judgments and put blindness on people, make people deaf, maybe get into car accidents, maybe people drop, make people fall here, make people fall there. The angels of the Lord does that. But he was smoten with blindness. And look what these men did. Verse 12. And the man said unto Lot, Hast thou here any besides, son-in-the-law, and thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. You see? So these guys, after they were blind, they wasn't even tripping that they can't see no more. They still was just trying to find the door. That's how much burnt in their lust they were. But the angels was like, listen, man, get your shit out of this. This place is done. The Most High going to destroy this place. This place is completely off. Verse 13. For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord hath sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, and which married his daughters, and said, Get up, and said up, get you out of this place, and the Lord will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto the son of the Lord. And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which were here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of this city. Right? And while they lingered, the man laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his 2 daughters, being merciful unto them, and they brought them forth and set them out of the city. And it came to pass, when they had brought them abroad, he said, Escape for thy life, look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all thy plains. Escape to the mountains, lest thou be consumed. And Lot said unto them, Oh, not so, my Lord. Verse 19, Behold, now thy servant hath found grace in thy sight. Thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me, in saving my life, and I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me, and I die. Verse 20, Behold, now the city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live. So what happened? All right, the angel's giving them a breakdown that, yo, take your kids, take your wife, don't look back, and keep moving forward. Right? I'm gonna jump to verse 24. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and the plains and the inhabitants of the city and that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. See, the woman, she don't listen. And this is why those women laughing. They're not set up to be any type of leaders or, follow instructions. A great leader was also a great follower. And these women are not great followers as all. All right? They're followers of their own lust and wickedness. But she looked back and got turned into a pillar of salt. Right? But the Lord eventually did what? He destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah for those acts. And guess what? Guess what we're living in? We're living in Sodom and Gomorrah now. You see these actions and you see their agendas. I'm gonna close it out with Revelations 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the great city. What is that great city? Babylon, America. This is called the great city. Everybody comes here. Everybody thinks it's the land of opportunity. All right? Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. Why Sodom? Because of the homosexual agenda that's out here. And Egypt because of the heavy labor, the heavy bondage of the children of Israel. Where also our Lord were crucified. Just now we watched that video. Y'all was crucifying the Lord's, his death, what it meant. That was anti-sin, what he said. Right? But he wasn't canceled. Our Lord is crucified daily through the image that you guys put up in your church, through you rocking those crosses. All right? But we see the agenda. This place is going to be destroyed by way of thermonuclear missile. And let me see something real quick. Show you why the Lord said this. This is Obadiah 1:17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be a holiness, in the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Verse 18. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining in the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. Okay? So the Lord is going to eventually do what? After Esau fulfills his 1,000 years of slavery, he's going to completely destroy Esau from the face of this earth. Bad dream passed away. He's going to be gone, and as he should be. There's no place on this man for this man on this earth. And you guys that try to say that this prophecy was done already, no, that's not true, because Esau is here now. Esau is still here. And let's show you that. You know what I'm saying? In the book of Revelations talks about, you know, Esau, you know, rising up. Esau is not done away with yet. You know what I'm saying? That's that old serpent. Because who is this talking about? This is Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat upon to take peace from the earth. This is in Revelations, right? And it was red. And we all know in the book of Genesis, Esau came out red like a hairy garment, right? To take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Who moves by the sword? Who moves by killing? All right, death, destruction. That's Esau. All right. So that prophecy about as far as Esau, no remaining in the house of Esau, has not come to pass yet. You know, but it will. It will. That's pretty much it, man. Lord willing, this was edifying. You know, with that being said, I want to give more praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash. The bonus to apostles of great news, so who well. Special salutations to the hope of your leg by Yahweh, the house of David, and to the confusion of faces scattered across the four corners of the globe. Shalom to the priests and the elders and shepherds of Berea Camp. Shalom.